Once we have our clay, now we have to get it ready to use. So when the clay comes out of a fresh bag, it's quite bendable. It has what's called plasticity or elasticity. It's usually pretty bendable, pretty wet, but sometimes it'll be softer, sometimes it'll be harder. So we have to do something called wedging. And this basically is going to get the clay in a good consistency to work with. Sometimes when it's in there for a long time, it kind of what we call falls asleep. And we got to wake it back up again. So by rolling it over and kneading it, we're kind of waking it up and getting all those clay molecules that are kind of like shapes of rice grains back into order. So the first thing we can do is kind of just squish it up into a ball that's workable because it's not very fun in its big square form. So just make a rough sized ball, something that can be kind of maneuvered on the table. And once we have our ball, we'll place the clay down on the table and we're going to push down, forward, and then rock the clay back. So down, forward, rock it back. 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 And as we're doing this, you can see the clay is starting to roll up. And the more comfortable with this, you can kind of do it a little bit faster. And you can see I'm using the outsides of my hands to kind of keep it into control. But it will turn in kind of a log shape. And we look at it from the side, it looks like a ram's head. You can get a better idea of this from looking at it from the side. And here's a side demonstration of how it goes and rolls up as we're pressing it. So you can see that the clay is getting stretched out forward and it's overlapping itself. And then we can turn it on the side and go the other direction. Basically, we're just waking it up, getting all those molecules in the clay active. This is also a great way to get some moisture out of the clay, as the table I'm wedging it on will actually suck some of the water out. You can also use the same technique by wetting your hands and getting it back in there, but be prepared for the clay to maybe stick a little bit. This is mostly used just for getting the consistency right and getting the moisture level right. Then you can pat it into a ball and you should have some fairly wedged clay, and it's now ready to use to make a project.